You can say this is somewhat of a biased opinion, and it is. I'm biased towards the phone that run clean software, which is not only simpler to use but also gets updated for a reasonable period of time. In this case, I'm talking about the Android One software that powers the Xiaomi Mi A1. Until a few weeks ago, the Mi A1 was the phone to buy. But now there is another one in the mix. It's the Xiaomi Redmi Note 5 Pro. Both the Mi A1 and the Redmi Note 5 Pro cost same, that is 14,000 rupees, and both are fantastic phones. Let's see 5 reasons why Mi A1 is better in this video. And there is a card for a video on 7 reasons why Redmi Note 5 Pro is better than the Xiaomi Mi A1, the card to which is in the top right corner of your screen. This is me Rahul, and let's get started. If you consider first impressions, the front of the Redmi Note 5 Pro is enough to catch your attention. Thanks to the all-new 5.99-inch display with 18:9 aspect ratio. Also, if you are more interested in flaunting the iPhone X-like camera design, then that's the one reason to go for it. Logically, the Mi A1 has a better design and build. The edges of the Note 5 Pro and the Mi A1 are equally thick visibly, but that's because Xiaomi has increased the curvature on the edges of the back panel. It might look thin, but it is actually 0.8 mm thicker than the Mi A1. This can be felt immediately as you hold it. The longer screen of the Redmi Note 5 Pro makes it slightly difficult to access all parts of the screen with one hand, where the Mi A1 feels better. So if you ask which among the two can be held for a longer period of time comfortably, I would say Mi A1 it is. If you are allergic to bezels, which I guess many people already are, the Mi A1 might not impress you. This does not mean that Redmi Note 5 Pro is void of bezels. It just has thinner bezels that also lead to the extinction of the physical navigation key. The Mi A1 is also slightly lighter than the Redmi Note 5 Pro, which adds up to the usability factor. Also, the camera protrusion on the Note 5 Pro makes the phone wobble when you place it on the back. This means that you need to slap a back cover on it. There's no doubt that Xiaomi makes great hardware. But as good as the hardware is, the software side of things haven't evolved quite as much over the years. That's why Mi A1 was a welcome move. The phone offers the best of both worlds. You get Xiaomi's gorgeous design and build quality coupled with the pure Android and the guarantee of fast updates. Sure, Xiaomi put a lot of effort into customizing MIUI for the Indian market, and there was a few features in the ROM that would have been a great addition to the Android One as well. The dialer in pure Android, for instance, is bare bones to say the least, as is Android Messages. At least when it comes to stock apps, Xiaomi does a much better job. That said, MIUI is no match for Android One when it comes to design aesthetic. MIUI over the year has ballooned into ROM that's laden down with features, and while Xiaomi introduced much needed optimizations in MIUI 9, we are long overdue a complete visual redesign. The Mi A1 picked up the Oreo update at the start of the year, and Xiaomi is doing a decent job when it comes to rolling out security patches update. In this area, it's no contest. The Android One based Mi A1 absolutely muscles the Redmi Note 5 Pro when it comes to the software experience. Although overall it seems that Redmi Note 5 Pro has a better camera than other phones under 15,000 mark, and that includes the Xiaomi Mi A1. The portrait mode is clearly better on the Xiaomi's Android One phone. The Redmi Note 5 Pro, if I were to sum it up in a sentence, is the best camera phone in its price category, unless you're looking specifically for the portrait camera. In that case, the Mi A1 should be your go-to device. When Android P comes later this year, chances are that Xiaomi Mi A1 will be among the first phones to get it, because it is an Android One phone. What about the Redmi Note 5 Pro? It is still on Android Nougat based MIUI. The Android Nougat was released almost 2 years ago, so chances are that either it will get the Android Oreo update sometime in future and that will be all for it, or it will get the MIUI based on Android P update but fairly late, say sometime in the middle of 2019. As noted earlier, this may not matter to all consumers, but people who want regular security updates, patches that Google releases, and update to Android P should go for the Mi A1 and not for the Redmi Note 5 Pro. As I said earlier, this is not to say the Redmi Note 5 Pro is not a good phone. Far from it. The Redmi Note 5 Pro is one of the best phones you can buy right now. It also has an overall better camera than what you get on the Mi A1. It has a bigger and better display than what you get on the Mi A1, and it offers better battery life too. But use the two phones. You will see why picking the Xiaomi Mi A1 over the Redmi Note 5 Pro makes more sense for most of the consumers. Not all, but most. So, these were the 5 reasons for why you should pick a Xiaomi Mi A1 over the Redmi Note 5 Pro. With that being said, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and comment down your thoughts in the comment section. But most importantly, hit that red subscribe button. This is me Rahul from Tech Daily bidding you guys a bye-bye. Do subscribe.